The Super Mario Bros. Movie is bringing the Mushroom Kingdom somewhere it has never been before. No longer will Mario and his friends be restricted to the limited horsepower of the Nintendo Switch. Instead, it will be running on the more advanced film projectors in thousands of cinemas around the globe. This is unprecedented and rather bold of Nintendo to bring their most iconic character away from their own hardware and onto a third-party platform like the film projector. Rumor has it it'll also have a physical release on Blu-ray and DVD, but we'll have to wait and see if this is true. After all, Mario running on the media players of PlayStation and Xbox just sounds too far-fetched. Going back to the trailer, this 2.5-minute demonstration of what the Super Mario Bros. Movie will look like is beyond impressive by Nintendo standards. No doubt, getting help from animation studio Illumination has paid off in spades, and the first scene of the trailer proves this, immediately showing off real-time lava melting that couldn't have been achieved on the Nintendo Switch's Tegra X1 chip, along with the high-quality snow and fire particles taking up the entire screen. The incredible tech doesn't stop there, as the anchors hitting the snow demonstrate the complex physics being utilized. Chunks of rock and snow fly off of the anchors in a realistic fashion. Whatever's being used here is more advanced than the Havok or Nvidia physics engine, but Nintendo is very secretive on the kind of technology they've used for this film. What's not a secret though are the lighting and reflection tools clearly making use of ray tracing. This is most apparent in Comic's glasses, which perfectly reflect the Koopas in front of him. It might be the most clear ray tracing we've ever seen here at Figital Doundry, and it even gives off gorgeous lighting that bounces off of Bowser's scaly skin and the King Penguin's shiny crown. Speaking of the penguins, they're extremely detailed, covered in high-quality feather textures and showing noticeable imperfections, like the chips on their beaks and indents on their feet, which are covered in the impressive snow particles that also make their way to the heads and clothing of the penguins themselves. The world of Mario has truly never felt more alive than in this movie, with the most minute details that would make other developers like Naughty Dog and Insomniac jealous. This is made more apparent when we transition from the nighttime battle scene over to daytime in the Mushroom Kingdom, where the lifelike textures of the mushrooms are on full display. The complex physics engine has also rubbed off on these shrooms as they realistically react to Mario landing and bouncing on them. Toad's head even has some ripples in this shot here. It's little details like this that make Toad look more edible. The mushrooms aren't the only things that are lifelike here, as the seams on Mario's clothing look ripped straight out of the real world, with his overalls looking even more textured than they did in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is saying quite a bit. Everything about the Mushroom Kingdom looks quite impressive, with high-quality grass, water, and god ray lighting making the scene look dreamlike. No doubt, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is going to be Nintendo's best-looking visual outing so far, but all of these amazing 4K visuals come at a drastic cost. That being the frame rate that doesn't hit 60 or even 30 frames per second. Instead, Nintendo decided to vouch for an abysmal 24 frames per second. Granted, it is quite stable, and we haven't noticed any dips in this trailer whatsoever, even during the final shot of Luigi running away from a stampede of dry bones. While stability is always good, it's disappointing to see the Super Mario Bros. Movie's frame rate shockingly low, and it's running on the much more powerful Cinemark projector screen. With this in mind, it's a wonder if the cutting-edge visuals are even worth it if it can't even hit 30 frames per second. Well, given that the movie comes out on April 7th, the team still has plenty of time to optimize it. After all, if Avatar can run at 48 frames per second, so can the Super Mario Bros. Movie, even though Avatar's frame rate is inconsistent, swapping between 24 and 48 FPS, but you get my meaning. And as good as Mario's mustache looks here, it can't quite live up to the tech used in the 1993 original. As it is, while the visuals of the Mario movie look absolutely incredible, we can't forgive that low frame rate of 24 FPS. Hopefully Nintendo and Illumination can fix this issue before release, or at least patch it in during its theatrical run. In the meantime, subscribe to Figital Doundry for more of our tech reviews like the ones for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Uncharted. We'll see you later.